Hello everybody and welcome back to Disco. Why are we here? Why are we here? I can't remember. Last time was kind of boring, huh? I think I heard somebody say Titus, is that his name? If I'm remembering correctly, which I have a horrible memory, and I did not double check before starting this recording, because that's who I am. I think somebody said Titus or whatever is gonna make me do a bunch of shit. So we're gonna go talk to him and see if he'll make us do a bunch of shit. Maybe you hear my cat screaming in the background. She wants to be fed, but it's 7:09 a.m. and when we feed her, we give her medicine. She can only have this medicine once a day, which is not at 7:09 because I'm not usually up at this time. Also, heck, it's 7:09? Jeez. I really am. I usually go to bed at like... My sleep's been so messed up. I usually go to bed at like 2 to 4 p.m. and then I wake up at like 11 or midnight. And then it's dark and it's so much effort to climb over my husband and get out of bed and start doing stuff. And usually my mom's here. She hasn't been lately, which I'm so thankful for, but she's gonna be back tomorrow. So I just lay there. And then by like 7, usually by like 6. Usually by like 6. I'm asleep again, so I'm not up at 7. Know anything about this mug? He does not so much as glance at the object. Know anything about it? Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it. He had nothing to do with it. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys? I am not the first line of defense, I am the last. He looks towards the ghost defiantly. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading. This dude, man, I'm upset we gotta talk to him again. You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He's usually more himself. There's more to it. What have you got against them? Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful. Who do you mean? Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blob. Thanks, boy. I guess that's that, huh? I didn't get a thing for that. I didn't get like a updated thing, even jiggy. But let's go talk to the Hardy Boys again. Maybe they'll have something to say. No, maybe. I mean, maybe Mañana has something to say.
Hola, Wandering Man.
No, sorry. See you mañana. Haha. It's funny. Unintentional jokes. I'm mostly done with my cold. Sorry for the lack of videos. My mom was out of the house, which I cannot believe she's living with me. It makes me so upset. So I was sick and my mom was out of the house, so I just spent time
I've got nothing to say to you.
existing
Why are you wasting
happily.
your time?
Are you the Hardy girl? I am not, she says dryly. You could be, Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model. Even a mod. Her face stiffened. Glenn, I went to law school. I'm an attorney. He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Law Debutante. International. Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school. So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad. I guess that's true. No, Glenn, they aren't. Her tone is cold and uninvolved. This didn't change her opinion of you. It's not her. She's not a Hardy girl, definitely. Wait, did she tell me to go talk to Titus? Am I a dingus? What if I wanted to talk to you, not Titus? What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority, Martinez. You are no one. What are you going to do to me? What we are going to do to you? She starts laughing. It's a cold laughter, devoid of joy. The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization. A gruff harump from the table. Goddamn right it is. If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. She shakes her head, but we digress. Maybe you have something to say.
Looks like the circus left town.
Oh, this
The
is
clowns are
Titus.
still here.
So I guess Titus is gonna make me do a bunch of stuff, but sorry, I can't breathe from my cold. I thought the other guy was Titus. I didn't even look at his name. I don't know. I assumed that big guy was Titus. I don't know. I'm sorry. Disgust 8 Hardy. I just found a bullet in the hangman's head. I want to talk about the hanging again. Again, just get the dead guy's autograph since you're his biggest fan. A burst of laughter in the room. The little guy is the loudest. Good one, Titus, he fawns. How does the bullet in his head factor into this? Yeah, do it. Get the sassy. Huh? A sip of beer makes the surprise go down easier. How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe. Another sip. He's tight-lipped suddenly. Interesting, sire. It's as if he's lying to protect someone. He's not very good at it. This line of questioning is over. The woman steps in before you can answer. You got the cause of death already, hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination. Alright. You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hangman's head. You still on about that bullet? He passed the back of his head. A bullet in the hangman's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious. Truly curious. If you hanged him, how did it get there? He gives you an indulgent look. Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. He sighs deeply. I guess it's only logical at some point one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads. It's bound to happen again, you know. He taps on his right temple. Just statistically speaking, of course. Oh my god. Help me. Sorry, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their eyes. Okay, I will do that. I don't want them to, like, snatch it or something and run off with it. I'm gonna ask you again. Why was this bullet dangling? I lost my place. In the victim's head. Wow, the little man leans in to inspect the leaden blossom. He's got it in a real evidence bag and all. Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men told you what happened. I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting. You know what I think? He raises his finger. I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet. Around the bullet, man. Ellen pinches the root of his nose. That's a good one. All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique. Did you guys shoot him? Shit, he throws his head back. I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk. Yeah, Gleb likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. The little guy looks you in the eye. Better hope he stays sober. I meant before he was hanged. Before, after, during. She spreads her arms. This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time. Don't worry, I'll figure this out sooner or later. Never been worried in my life, lawman. He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment. It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there somewhere. Ooh, look, it got better. Do I want to save? Do I want to save? Kinda. Gonna take off now. We're gonna save. And then we'll see.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still
Dang.
here.
Establish authority. Yes, authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind. First you tell someone's been... no, this isn't... I'm gonna do it, okay? It's 10 minutes in. I'll edit it out.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Hey, that was actually really quick. Cool. I don't know if you guys dislike that I'm doing this now, but I like it. Sorry. As you look around the room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? Where have we seen this before? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with almost exclusively men, sitting on desks, talking shit, and wasting time. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. Huh? You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand. He leans in. You got a problem with beer now? Not quite there yet. Push on. No, I'm a drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit, just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and drinking off instead of helping people. I have a beer problem, not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job, like you. Okay, first one. No, I'm drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit, just like you guys. Speak for yourself, buddy. He puts the beer down. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together. They don't know, man. They weren't here. He turns to you. We had 3 shootings a week. Kids dead. Fucking graffiti everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s. Actually, the graffiti isn't quite off yet, is it? Congratulations. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim. So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck. He picks the beer back up. But don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help. Titus. He looks at her. Oh, Titus looks at Elizabeth. Okay. I was a bit confused. She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's gonna give it up, but on his terms. You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, Titus taps his chin with his fist. A freight train of pain, buddy. Nod. What is her name? Oh wait, we've met her. I think somebody told me one time that I said it really well. I said this name very well. Maybe I'm wrong. But now I'm all self-conscious about it. Is it Classier? Because Classier doesn't sound right, right? Amando. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. Titus adjusts his cap. That's Amando with an O-U. Shit, the girl. The girl upstairs. That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop. Keep my cool. Shit. Well, I have a lot of heal for my morale. This is gonna suck. I've used up all of my passing rolls by re-rolling. I'm sure that's not how it works, but... yeah. Okay. You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. What? Your fingers are fidgeting, and sweat starts forming on your brows. Titus looks at you oddly. No, get back. I don't understand what's so cool here. Calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup. Thank you. I'll talk to her. I feel like that's the best way to do that. He points his beer can at you. Remember what I said. Freight train of pain. I'm gonna go. What's up here? Do I have a point? I do. What to put it in? Perception? Sure. Sounds good to me. I don't want to think about it too hard because it's boring, right? Like, I would think that's boring. Watching somebody look through their settings for minutes. Smoker on the balcony. Okay. I misunderstood. So I would let it go to the next day. Forged signatures, but somewhere private where you feel safe enough to sleep. Okay, so I could forge them in my room tonight. I'll try to remember to do that. Find money. I have enough money, right? I think. Oops. Yeah. Alright, let's go upstairs and see if she's there. Now I'm confused. I thought somebody said Titus is gonna make me run around like a chicken with his head cut off. Knock. Who is it? A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door. Tired, controlled. Somewhere not far from here, the lieutenant is preparing her file. Glacier Mondo, he writes. You realize the detective should be here for what comes next. It could prove dangerous to go in alone. Alright, what of this stuff can we do now? Murder weapon. Tattoos. Wait. Oh, right, we can't do that one. Okay. I don't want to sing karaoke or drink booze. Anyway, the call. Pissing competition. Can't do that yet. Don't want to do that. Track down their badge. Replace that. Joyce's info on the lynching. I want to do this. How do I get in there? Who put the clothes in the trash? It may take a while. Alright, let's go talk to some of the people we've already spoken to before. And see if they have any new lines of dialogue. Maybe she would know. She seems like a very intelligent woman.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
So your husband was some kind of scientist? Oh yes, she says with a pinch of pride. A zoologist, a cryptozoologist to be more precise. What is a cryptozoologist? It's really just a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that it may assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research. I can't breathe. Some cool cryptids. Less worried about her husband, that's cool. The quality of research at Elysium universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite. Fuck. Alright, well, we 50-50. Who cares though, right? Oh, cool. There's really no point in manipulating anyone. Should be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask. Hey Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them? Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I really could use the company too. What's the biggest cryptid? That would be the giant of Coconur, she says, as if it's common knowledge. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Coconur desert. in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren waste. What do you mean by odd light? A mirage, a psychogenius luminance. She does not elaborate the nature of this luminance further. I've already blown my nose. I blew it during the break while I was re-rolling that. And it's already like hating me again. And just how big is it? No one knows for sure. It's like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon, expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision. Whoa. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm doing this, because I'm actually really interested. Is it dangerous? The towering luminosity of Coconur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana. Others a fate unimaginable. That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law, the giant of Coconur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Coconur Desert might allow the creature to grow these gargantuan sizes. Gravity anomaly. Digging this parascientific stuff right here. What's the tiniest cryptid? Cryobacter catalensis, she answers immediately. Basically what I just said. Cryobacter catalensis. I'd love to be a scientist. That would be such a cool job. Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Katla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Miano? Oh. Some 70 years ago. What's so special about it? The bacterial colony Miano, that sounds the most right, no? Found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate, certainly from before recorded history. Miana disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life. Wait, she injected herself with it? Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It's not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea. You mean there's an immortal geologist wandering this world? Yes, and she's quite mad too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the cryobacterial catalensis coursing through her bloodstream. Geez, what's the most dangerous cryptid? The gnome of Jeroma. She pauses for effect. The gnome of Jeroma. That sounds terrifying. It doesn't sound too bad, actually, to me. That doesn't sound too bad. Oh, it is. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue. What did this cryptid look like? It was, reportedly, a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead. An ungainly little thing, quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. She looked at you, her voice grave suddenly. It still took the Nomodroma an entire day to die. Jeez. Are there any photos of it? Alas, no. The first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. The Jerome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science, she says, mostly to herself. I guess I could see why a lot of the scientific community wouldn't be really into cryptozoology. Alas, always, alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overtly convenient? Overly convenient. Seems very convenient that it just disappeared and nothing like it was seen again. Stop being so skeptical. No, I'm gonna... She nods. I understand your skepticism, but that's what happens when things that are rare and stand out. Their disappearance is most memorable, and they are least likely to be found again. Are there any invisible cryptids? What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are. What's that? The Koldomamadakwa, or thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it seems to be. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. It's very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track. Koldomamadakwa can also be translated as a whisper, light and low. Ooh. A whisper, light and low. Her eyes light up behind her glasses. Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic, the Koldomamadakwa makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it. It could be everywhere, all of the time, and we wouldn't know. But how can an animal be a sound? Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle. Corpuscle? I'm not sure if I'm sounding that right, but it sounds like a corpse popsicle, and that's disgusting. That emits sound waves, but there's no evidence to support this theory. Why is the Mama Dakwa so afraid of us? That is a sad story, she frowns. A group of university students assisting with the field work and their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction. Extinction? She nods gravely. They tried to communicate with it, and had no other means but sound, so they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mama Dakwa's. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear? Psst, they cancel each other out. That's interesting. I mean, I could have guessed, but my brain, it's loving all of this information. Sorry. They cancel each other out. Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population. After that, the corpuscles appear to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ia, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Koldomamadakwa population anywhere. What evidence is there of this animal being a sound? Plenty. It's the evidence that that led to its discovery. In the 1920s, a group of Areopagi or ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. Continue, thanks. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ia mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds. Songbirds. The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls. Bats are cute. They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Koldomamadakwa, after the Pericarnassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent. Wow. They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds, and she smiles, even began to name some of them. Name them. Sequester, Time, Josquin. Josquin? She nods. Those are but some of the Mamadakwa they followed individually. Oh, that's cool. Could it be here? Look around. Right now? It could be, she says calmly. As I said, it could be everywhere, and we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives. And nights. Interesting. What about... Well, this has been educational. Sadly, we need to discuss something else. Conclude. That's all for now. Very cool. Alright, dude.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight. Got the 20 reel? Yeah, here you go. Completed a task. Good. You got the room for the night, but now remember you'll need another 20 reel tomorrow. Alright, goodbye. This guy doesn't speak my language, but that's okay. Alright. Can't talk to this guy? No. Alright. We don't want to talk to Kuno. The bookkeeper didn't seem to have anything. Maybe her daughter might know something? Might as well since we're right here. Oh, we talked to that lady before. She didn't like it so much. My eyelashes have an itch. Hello, child.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Alright, that didn't help. Alright, let's go. Oh, Classier. Classier? Did I say it right? I can't even remember now. We can't... No, we can't talk to that guy. Can we check the bins again? What is this? What white envelope? I have a white envelope? No, I already told you it was a good mailbox. No. I have a white envelope? What is this? Wait, are these what we got from... Are these the things that we have to sign? Yeah, I think this is the thing we have to get signed for what's-his-face. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that in the mailbox, that's weird. That seems like a bad idea. I think we talked to this guy already. Is there anybody over here? Alright, being around the rosy, good job. Wait, I think there's somebody... Yeah, maybe you know something. It's been a while since we chatted with you. Snap my fingers. No, that seems really rude. I'd like to ask you some questions. No response. Okay, snap my fingers.
Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis. You've jolted her back to reality. Are you alright, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in the traffic jam. In the 50s.
She adds with content. Wait, what's so bad about the 50s?
Men have small jaws, and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
When else would you be then?
Back in Mefke, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and coffees are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boydale picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you come along, that is.
Oh, the look she gives you is accusatory. So I guess we interrupted her dream. Sorry for interrupting your dreaming, man.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Roman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you people were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Mezque, it was a golden age.
Okay. The Republic of Mesk. She is saying it different than I've been saying. I think I've been saying it Mesk. She called it Mesque. Like, K. Okay. Okay. Is a massive confederation in the Usula Mundi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a conditional monarchy, and as of recently an outcast due to its tilt to the far right. Alright, let's proceed.
Why not, Rife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
Alright. She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard. What are you hauling? Diamonds. Diamonds, really? Of course not, she says, grinning. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Okay, but what are you really hauling? She shrugs. Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry? I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. She smiles a careless smile. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. What if the cargo is contraband? Then it's contraband law, man. What, you don't want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like bad hand Hermenegildo. It's a very long name. Bad hand whatever. His bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people really just like strangling people. That's a lot of people to strangle. Before I came, you seemed away. What do you mean? Blacked out. Should you be driving a lorry like that? Because I'm one of the best communers around. That's why I drive routes no one else will. What routes? Lomonosov's land. Udachnaya Zemla. Yeah. Zemlya. Sorry, I'm moving on. The Western Plains. She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge. The Transcatla Magistral U41A as Estradas do Mirador? All the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly. She opens her eyes again and shudders. Cool. Right until dusk, sister. Whatever, I don't care, actually. Irmano? Irmao? She breathes out. I already am dust. Alright, thanks for now. Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesque. Her voice trails off. Alright. That was super unhelpful and mostly kind of just a little annoying. Hey, dude. No, can't talk to you. Can I talk to you? Any of you? Any of you want to be talked to? I can talk to this big guy. He's so big. Come on, go talk to him.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
He's just gonna tell me more about the strike. There's Manana. He doesn't have anything to say. Does this guy have anything to say?
Looking for something, Aunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Did I do that? He said something about the rights and privileges of lorrymen. Yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter. He had a royal license and everything. We tried to hold on to our privileges. Hold on. No, I don't care. And that's a privilege? Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything. Very ancient. Very prestigious. So kind of a union. Hell no. It's a guild invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically saying, been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profits, but you can't replace experience. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice ain't no laughing matter. Alright. See you, guy. Where is it? It's over here. I'm gonna go back to that apartment. Wait, what door do I go in? Maybe I could go in this door now. 'Cause it's... 'cause we've been through it? Perhaps? Oh, wait! What is this again? We've been here, right? We wandered into this. Oh yeah, this is the back of it. There's nothing to do over here. No. Alright. Wait, is this a way into the building? I don't think this is a way into the building. Is it? Oh, it is a way into the building. Alright, that works. Guess I stumbled into the right direction.
Give me a moment.
Alright, sorry. I like a little apple. Sea blue looks cold in winter gray. What is this? Oh, guess I missed that. And this too, jeez. No grocery list on the table and checks. Logic, what happened here? You have clothes in our apartment with a hole in the wall. This looks so sad. Ow! Put your emotions aside. Try to focus on the abstract, impersonal things. You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall. It will be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door, sadly. Nothing of great value remains here. Except for the stuff in the fridge. Indeed. Alright. I don't know how that was useful. Can I go out this door? No, he's just gonna go around. That's not one we could go into. This one we've been into before, right? This is the one for sale? Yeah, there's nothing in here. What? This? No. I have a book and I already have a book. I'm gonna read the bird book. When I need to read a book, because I think that it will help with that one task. Anything in here? No? Alright, how do we get up? I want to go to when I read a book, I wonder if I really read it. Alright, I'm just gonna stand here and read my book until after 21. Because, honestly, I want Kim back. More than anything else. Where's my bird book? This one. Interact. From A to Zreek, a guide to well-behaved cockatoo. A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands in the South Face à la Mer. Known for their intelligence. Shush. I'm recording, Abby. Recording. Haha. Good morning, though. Sorry. Face à la mer, known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues. Yeah, they fucking do. Okay, what more? From A to Zreek, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo. Why? I don't need to read the title. Why did I do that again? This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang-bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated. Alright, what problems do these birds have? Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up. Okay. I would not be a very good person with a bird, but I want to pick one anyway. I could handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely. Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility are reoccurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive. Right, that's pretty bad. Anything else? It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own. Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well. You're right, cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Ouch, that must hurt. Not great for the neighbors. Performing? Yes, birdie. Read about funeral cockatoo. This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Pistacus funerus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral 24/7. There's something indisputably ominous about it. Read about major majestic cockatoo. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle, its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of the poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds often enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest that this big, bold, and beautiful What? Few birds... Oh, okay, I understand. Whatever, forget it. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white. Read about the most common bang-bang cockatoo. Despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Sudanese forests as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly gray and white. The Sudanese name bang-bang is thought to be of onomatopoeic. Okay, I haven't had to say that word since like freshman year in high school. Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me. Does it? Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you? Ooh! Fuck up a two. Fuck up in a cockatoo. That's so stupid. My doom-laden soul, huh? Okay. I would probably be a funeral cockatoo. Look at how I dress. But Major Majestic sounds very fun. Also, I put on another shirt under this because I was trying to decide which one to wear. I'm Major Majestic on the inside. It's so bright and colorful. Yes, okay. Now I'm choking myself with my shirts. Okay. You're right. You're majestic embodied. This beautiful bird belongs on your heraldry. Put the book away. Alright. Well, I assumed that I would just stand there and then the book would pass time, but I guess I had to actually read it. Done. I did it. Yay. Alright. Oh, look. Composure. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. Where's it coming from? From a distant sunset? A stage light? Flash photography? Nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. Sure. I burped. Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish. You got the wrong impression. I'm no superstar, I'm trash. No, I don't want you to call yourself trash. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my stardom hard lately. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights, action. I got a thought. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against the rasterized orange world. It's on. Sure. Well, that didn't pass too much time. Now I'm gonna have to read 7 books if I want that much time to pass. Alright, what's in here? Locked. I have all the crowbars equipped. Guess that's not gonna work. Alright. I think this is the smoker's house. Yeah, he's not gonna be in. Alright, let's see if we can talk to that skull girl. What is her name again? I don't remember how we reach her. But maybe we just go out the back door, we could yell up at her. And that's good enough. Maybe, hopefully. Hello, old lady. Oh, balcony. This should lead to her right. Hello again.
Hello again, officers.
Mhm.
Come to admire my mural.
You've goofed up here, game. There's a lone officer. Unless you count me, then I guess he's with somebody else. Is the bed in the coal room yours? Oh, not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner. She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal. It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do. It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. She looks at the paint dripping down the wall. Like me. Right now I'm doing nothing at all. Really, you're a miner. Yes, I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens. Don't you have a real home? Does anyone in a city like this? She replies wistfully, looking around. Cool, I have other questions. I don't actually have other questions. Super unhelpful. What's in here? Is this where her room was? Maybe. Yeah, but we can't do anything in here. Oh, I didn't notice this before. There's a cat on the pillow. That's cute. Alright. I guess since I paid money, I could just go lay down. Right? Since I paid for the room already. We'll stop by Joyce and see what she has to say. if anything useful.
You're back. Good. What?
Alright, guess not. Oh, I didn't notice the red on the sidewalk before. You're a mess, child. Huh. Bag. Hello, Burb. Goodbye, Burb. Come on, keep running, dude. We're gonna go lay down. I will accomplish something. Really accomplish something. Which we're gonna go in our room. We're gonna fake the signatures on that document. And then we're gonna get Kim back. And that'll probably be good, right? My shoulder's all stiff. I was trying to stretch them out. Oh my god. Alright, let's go into our room. Can I close the door? Okay. How do we sign this? Interact. Look at the zoning plan. That's it? Maybe this is when oh, maybe I need a pen? I don't know. Aren't those the documents I needed to sign? I sold my pen. I'm a big dummy. I don't know what to do about it. Can I buy it back? I didn't realize I was gonna need it. Alright, let's get Kim back because I don't know how to sign these documents without a pen. Oh, no time to rest yet? I guess there's something I have to do today then. Like what? Now I'm getting frustrated because I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I've talked to a bunch of people, no? Thought I talked to everyone. There's maybe that one guy that I haven't talked to. Maybe because I've sold the pen, I have no choice but to mail the letters. Which sucks. I think I have glitter in my eye. For some reason I thought, yeah, glitter. Put it on your eyes. And then once I realized it was a mistake, I wiped it off. But not soon enough. Now it's in my eyes. This guy.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Where are you from? Siling? Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All official. This man probably comes from Sige, sometimes known as Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Sumerian Isla. You're from the Apricot Suzerainty. Calls to mind an era when the Sige archipelago was colonized by Rushal. It's a bit of a slur, in other words. I will apologize because I didn't know it was a slur. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say that you're from, pronounce it very painstakingly, Sige. Very cool. Silang nods. His eyebrows furrowed. I imagine your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But the apricot suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left. Okay. Right, but isn't it only a shithole because of Revachol? He smiles brightly. If you say so, officer. I don't worry too much about politics. I'm an entrepreneur, you know. Whatever's good for business is good for me. The food packages you're selling have humanitarian aid written on them. How come? You mean these delicious, pre-packaged, self-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle. Really cheap, too. Buy some. Try them out. No hassle. There's a little of hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle. Oh well, if they're delicious, it's okay. Doesn't that beat the idea of humanitarian aid? It's supposed to be free. That's what makes it humanitarian. It is practically free. Yours for 5 cents a piece. Rock that tuna. Not why not some macaroni too? Why did I say not why? I think this one said not for resale on the packaging. No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy. Wait, Humanox, humanitarian aid. Does your supplier drive that Humanox lorry over there? Point at the lorry with the big Humanox sign on it. What? The street vendor looks over his left shoulder and stares at the lorry, as though he's never seen a lorry in his entire life. A convincing performance. Bravo. Look, officer, I'm just the retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works. Alright. Alright, which one is it? Which lorry was he saying? Is it this guy? No. It doesn't say the... Oh, this is the Humanox lorry. But it doesn't seem his driver is here. Let's talk to this guy, because we haven't talked to him, and I don't know what else to do.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, I mean. What's up?
That's all for now. I don't want money. I don't want to beg for money. That sounds unappeasing. What do I do? I can't go to sleep. I'm pretty sure I've talked to everyone but Everard. I guess I could go talk to Everard. But I don't know how that accomplishes anything. This sucks. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. I'm pretty tired. So, if this doesn't turn out anything, then I'm just gonna go and see my husband, because he woke up, texted me he woke up. That's what the text was. It was him going, hey, hi, I'm awake, give me love. And I was like, hey, I want to really bad, but I'm recording. No, I didn't. I just said recording. And all he said was hi. But the meaning was there. How do I open this? Persuade the door to open. That sounds so funny that we're gonna do it. Sorry, but that sounds so funny. And if we can't get anything done today, we're gonna persuade a door to open. Aha! Look it. Alright. Despite the dirt. Sorry. I was sitting up higher when I adjusted my camera, but now I'm not. Okay. Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you. Hello? Is there anybody in there? Cargo container door. Not needing to read that. The door stands silent. Try again. If there's somebody in there, I'd like to talk to you. Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door. Mega rich light bending guy, huh? From deep within the container, a voice. Ahoy, come on in. Okay. Sure. What the fuck? Alright. The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feelings caused all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review. Squint. Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, disoriented, and echo. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter. Wow. Welcome. Come in, make yourself at home. Sorry I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today. You can hear him. Oh, you can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It's very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him. Now, he claps his hands together. What can I do for you, good sir? What you can see of his body appears composed, in a sharp summer suit and yacht shoes. Who are you? Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. There's a genuine surprise in his voice. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Continue. Anyhow, my name is Rostam. Rostam? Diodor. Investigator, license holder, an extremely high net worth individual. And you are? I'm an alcoholic detective. And I'm a detective. My name is Harry and I'm a detective. Pleasure to meet you, Harry. He smiles he says warmly. Public service is a noble cause. How did you become so... Oops, I clicked the wrong one. What are you doing in this container? Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me a lot of time to think. By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly? In the very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom of Surizne? Precursor of modern Surlaclef, used to own the city of Riva Shoal, an obscure detail in the bigger picture, but still worth dropping. We're in Riva Shoal, formerly a colony of the kingdom of Surizne. Ah, fellow history buff, I myself am currently reading up on Franco-Nigerian era trains. Very interesting stuff. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is the mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money. Wait, why don't you help them? You've got so much money, it can't make a difference to you. There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls. Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that. So you travel from place to place via shipping container? Smart, no? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising the extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. Okay. Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, pale-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit... what a fuck it. Yawn. Yeah, that sounds pretty tiresome. So you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle? What? No, I didn't say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that. The bending light appears to wink. How did you become so rich? The man chuckles. To be perfectly blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Grod. And all I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy. What is it like being an extremely high net worth individual? The man exhales with a whistle. I gotta tell you, at first being rich is a lot of work. You've gotta work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially, all this income level. But then once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diverse that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't it take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really. I'm bored with this. Cool. I don't even have any interesting replies. Sounds good to me. I'm gonna ask him for money because I don't care about him. Sure, let me check my pockets. As you may know, as high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think I only have coins for coffee machines. Well, he gave me $3. Here's 3 real. How much can you get for this? Thank you for your kindness. You're welcome. You know, his eyes narrow, the light seems to bend more aggressively. Maybe you could make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How does that sound? Okay, I want to do this. Alright. I get back to my investigation. And by that I mean save my game. Holy shit, that's bright. It does not look good on me. And re-roll this until I get it right. Oh! That was fast. Okay. Deploying high concept buzzword generator. All systems functional. Ready to engage in 3, 2, 1. It's time to disrupt the future. We've got to stay lean, innovative, and focus on what matters most. The children. You should invest in a youth center. A youth center, huh? What kind of youth center? Come on, tell him what he wants to hear, okay? One dedicated to instilling liberal economic values in children from low net worth families. One to inspire the future leaders of tomorrow to public service. You know, regular youth center with basketball courts and stuff. One dedicated to instilling liberal economic values in children from low net worth families. Brilliant. Without children who will be there to buy stuff in the future. Wait, without children who will be there to buy stuff in the future. What did I say the first time? Yes, and if it doesn't work out, we can always repurpose the center as a shopping mall or private equity firm. When life closes a door, it opens a window. Yes, that's the expected return. Oh, what's the expected return on this? Highly educated, work-ready, human capital, ready to be directed toward any number of your vast interests. You're deep into ultra-liberal territory now. Good work. Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities. Thank you. I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of being rich if you have to follow all the rules? Wow. I think that broke something. I think that broke something. Do you... That doesn't... That's not right. Did I just get infinite money? Here's a round of seed funding. This should be enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground. Thank you for placing your unwavering trust in me. Just fucking... Remember, it's not a handout, it's an investment, and I expect to see returns. Sure. Thanks for your time. Excuse me, did I break this game? Should I turn off all updates So I just have infinite money and I don't have to worry about money ever again. I'm sorry, this is just too funny. I guess that's it though for me, right? Because I said this was the last thing we were gonna do. Cool, whatever. I mean, it's a good place to leave off in. Excuse me, what is that? Thank you everybody for coming out and playing with me. This is ridiculous. I hope y'all come back next time. That's not my usual wording of that. Anyway, bye! Alright, so I was editing and I realized that this infinite money situation might not be true. Because this happened when I stepped into the light. Regret. I got so excited for nothing. If only I noticed when it happened. So sad. But I guess we'll just have to play the game that play the game the way we're expected to play it, huh? That's so unfair. Alright. Bye for real.